Hello students, welcome back in our chemistry lab. Myself Dr. Jyoti Shegokar, and today we will discuss about the preparation of phenol formaldehyde resin. Before this, we have seen already how to prepare urea formaldehyde resin, which is having a lot of uses on the large level. So today's aim is preparation of phenol formaldehyde resin. You might have heard this word, students, in the 12th standard. It is also called as a bakelite. So here we have to see how to prepare a bakelite. There are a number of applications of bakelite. We will see that afterwards. So first of all, we will see how to carry out the procedure for preparation of bakelite. So first of all, we will see somewhat reaction or theoretical part. In this, we will require here reagents phenol, 40% formaldehyde, concentrated hydrochloric acid. With that, glacial acetic acid will be required. So that's why here it is written etc. Now, after that, chemical reaction. So first of all, how that reaction occurs, that should be understood. So for that, we are dealing with this reaction. So phenol, you know, structure of phenol is this benzene ring which is attached with a OH group, phenolic group. So it is a phenol. This one is a formaldehyde, HCHO, you know that. Then in acidic medium this reaction is carried out and we can get products like this. So this phenol, whenever this formaldehyde reacted towards phenol, it is a ortho-para directing. It means that ortho means first group, from the both sides, first group is ortho and third group is para, while second is meta. So here ortho-para directing means whenever bond will form in between this phenol and formaldehyde, it is at the place of ortho and para. So that's why this CH2O, it can be attached to the first position or the third position or the fifth position. So in this way, in the different proportions, there is a formation of this CH2OH attached to the phenol. Here you can see, so first arrow, in this first arrow you can see this phenol is there and at the first position CH2OH is there. While you may have the question like this, HCHO, that is CH2O, is the addition, means addition of this group is there. So CH2O and this H which was already there, it is now attached with this O. So in this way CH2OH is there. So as it is ortho-para directing, it is attached to the first position. While in the second case you can see ortho and para. So it is attached to the first and third position. While in the third case it is ortho from the both side and para. That is 1, 3, 5. So in this way it is attached. So in these proportions that products can be produced there. So this first one which is only singly substituted, it is called as a monomethylol phenol. Monomethylol phenol, or it is also called as a 1-hydroxymethyl phenol. It's another name. While the another second one dimethylol phenol or 1,3-dimethyl phenol. Dimethyl phenol. Okay. And this 1,3,5-hydroxymethyl phenol, or it is 1,3-hydroxymethyl phenol. So like that there are another names. While it is also called as a trimethylol phenol. So it is a possibility to form all the three hydrogens which are present at the ortho and para position can be replaced by CH2OH. So once this case is there, this occur in the acidic medium. But if once this product is formed, first product, there are a number of first products are there, so they can react with each other in the course of reaction. So if such type of dimethylol phenol is reacted with each other, so both dimethylol which is on the ortho side, you can see here, this is a ortho dimethylol phenol, means 1 and 5th position is occupied by CH2OH. So in the same way, if there are two groups are there, here there is a formation of such type of linear structure. You can see only just above my hand, that is this phenol OH, CH2O, this CH2OH and this CH2OH. So if here there is a removal of H2O molecule, like condensation reaction always removes some simple type of products like H2O or HCl. So here there is removal of H2O. So like that, here whenever this H2O gets removed, here there is a formation of such type of linkage CH2OCH. It is called as an etheric type of linkage, ether linkage. Okay, but afterwards, when there is a removal of this CH2O, which was a formaldehyde, excess of formaldehyde was removed, there is a formation of this phenol attached with CH2 bond only with the other molecule. So in this way, if similar type of groups are there, there is a formation of a particular type of polymer which is called as a NOVOLAC. NOVOLAC. It is a linear type of phenol formaldehyde polymer. Whenever such type of trimethyl phenol, number of type of trimethyl phenol groups are there, and such trimethyl phenol groups are reacted with each other. After the total reaction occurs, and such groups are there at last, and then the concentrated acid is added. So what will happen? This CH2OH of this molecule, when once formed, another molecule similar type, another and another. In the fourth side there is a similar type of molecule is there, and then there is removal of first of all H2O and then CH2. So सबसे पहले उसमें से water remove हो जाएगा, and after that there is removal of that formaldehyde type of group. And in this way, whenever all the subtractions are there, after all the subtractions, we can get here such type of structure. You can see this structure. It is a 3-dimensional network structure, or we can call it as a cross-link structure, and its name is bakelite. That is phenol formaldehyde resin. So you can see this structure is very compact. It is too difficult to break a single bond from this particular structure. This topic is for theory also for you. So you should see this properly and you should understand it properly. So in this way, the condensation reaction occurs. Now this product which is here formed, that we have to see experimentally how can be it formed. So we will see here, you can see what type of reagents are required there. Phenol, this black colored bottle is having phenol. Here there are crystals of phenol are found. So whenever these crystals whenever it is totally closed, it is in the form of crystals. But whenever it comes in contact with atmospheric oxygen or different gases, it gets melted. So it is a phenol. Then after that we will need here formaldehyde. It is a 40% formaldehyde which is required, and then glacial acetic acid. So this glacial acetic acid must be there, and with that we will require here concentrated HCl. 100% concentrated HCl solution will be required, or here hydrogen gas, that is hydrochloric HCl type of gas also can be passed. But here we have this acid, so there is no need of the gas. So here we can see, here it is a beaker which is a 250 ml beaker I took. Then this is a glass rod, and here I am using it. So first of all, this is 5 ml of glacial acetic acid. So I pour this glacial acetic acid 5 ml. This 5 ml of acetic acid I am going to add into this phenol. Already I took this phenol, as already I said you that whenever it is in the closed bottle, it is in the crystal form, while it gets that melts after some time. So I already took this particular phenol. Then I am going to add this acetic acid in it. So glacial acetic acid 5 ml. So I poured this glacial acetic acid 5 ml in it. So I will stir it, phenol and acetic acid. Now after that I am going to add in it the formaldehyde. So 40% formaldehyde must be there, which is already there. There is no need of preparation of acid, that 40% formaldehyde. So this is 2.5 ml of formaldehyde. 2.5 ml of formaldehyde. 2.5 ml of formaldehyde, 5 ml of acetic acid, and 2 grams of phenol, as it is in solid state. So I will you can see that it is getting dissolved in it, and then I will have to pour in it this HCl, concentrated HCl, so that I can get a product. Now when I am going to add HCl in it, as soon as I will add it, I will have to close it or wrap it with a cloth. So first of all, I put here this cloth, and here I am going to add just few drops of HCl. Just I will wrap it with a cloth like this, and I will put it for 5 minutes in a dark. As because it is a exothermic reaction, there is a formation of heat in it,